Hello, today I am going to demonstrate a data classification model using naive-Bayes and decision tree algorithms. Now, what is data classification? Data classification is basically a predictive modeling technique. Classification consists of assigning a class label to a set of unclassified data instances. Basically, two steps we are following in order to do the classification. First is model construction and second one is model usage. In model construction, we have a set of predetermined classes set. That set is known as basically the training set. That is a set of tuples used for the model construction in the training set. In training set, we have already defined the class values and we just need to construct the model using those class values based upon any machine learning algorithm. After that is model usage. Model usage is basically used for classifying the features or unknown objects. That means our testing dataset. The dataset in which we don't have the class label, we just need to evaluate or we just need to predict those unknown values from the model which we have constructed in step number 1. Now, what is naive-Bayes algorithm? Naive-Bayes classification algorithm is a probabilistic classifier. It is based upon the probability model that incorporates strong independent assumptions. It is basically a probability model that is derived by using the Bayesian theorem. That is based upon the Bayesian theorem. It will calculate the probability of each and every instance. Naive-Bayes is basically the supervised learning technique. Supervised learning technique means in this case we have the prior knowledge about the class label. Now what exactly is this independent assumptions? Independent assumptions means that let's suppose we have a fruit named as apple. We need to classify that fruit into apple based upon the three features, that is color red, shape round, and diameter is 10 centimeters. If it's Naive-Bayes considers these three features as an independent in order to classify that fruit into apple. That's why we can say that they have strong independent assumptions, as it will consider each and every feature independent in order to contribute to the class label. After that, here I have defined the Bayesian theorem, that is, we can say that the conditional probability based upon which it will classify the instance. Here P of H, that is probability of H, is the probability of hypothesis H of being true. This probability is known as the prior probability. Probability of E is the probability of evidence. Probability of E when H is given is the probability of evidence given that the hypothesis is correct, is true. Probability of H when evidence is given is the probability of hypothesis given that the evidence is there. Based upon this probability formula, we can say based upon this Bayesian theorem, it will basically calculate the probability of occurrence of that instance into the class statement. Now, what is decision tree? Decision tree is basically the most widely used classification algorithm in data mining. It operates on the principle of divide and conquer manner, which recursively partitions the training sets based upon its attributes until the stopping condition is satisfied. The J48 data classification algorithm basically consists of nodes, edges, and leaves. A J48 node has its corresponding dataset which specifies the attribute to the best divide that dataset into its classes. What exactly it will do? It will basically select a root node, then it will make the edges of those root nodes based of that basically root node based upon their possible values, and until it will grow, the tree is recursively grown, or it will select the optimal split until no further splits are possible. That means it will basically generate the decision nodes based upon some decision conditions until it will get the class label for that particular instance. Now, what are the basic steps of J48 algorithm? Firstly, it will choose the attribute for the root node, then create the branches of each value of that attribute. Now split the cases according to the branches, that is make the decision condition. Based upon the decision condition, it will basically split the branches. Now repeat the process for each branch until all the classes in the branch have the same class. After that, showing you the flowchart of the whole project. Firstly, we will take the data set. The data set that is collected from various online repositories. That data set is basically is in the form of raw data. We need to pre-process or filter that data in order to do some machine learning techniques, or in order to do classification or clustering in that filter or pre-process data. Filtering techniques mostly those are widely used is replace missing value or numeric nominal filter, and the third one is a discretization. After the pre-processing and filtering of the data, we will classify that filter data based upon two classification algorithms, that is a neighbors and decision tree. And then we will analyze the performance, that which algorithms perform better. The tool which is used for this project is Java with NetBeans, and we have used Data as an external library. Now I am going to demonstrate this project in NetBeans. What I have done, I have created one classification project. Based upon this, I am clicking on the main file and then clicking on the run button or run file. Now it will show me one graphical user interface in order to browse the dataset. Firstly, we need to browse the dataset. Now I am going to browse the dataset. Let's suppose I have taken Haberman dataset. The datasets you can find from internet if you don't have any specific application. In this project, what I am going to just show you the comparison between Airbase and the decision tree algorithm. That's why I have taken any you can take any dataset. Now in this window, the whole dataset has been shown. That is, the content of the dataset is shown. After clicking to next button, I am here applying pre-processing. In the pre-processing, we have used the replace missing value filter. That is, the values which are basically missing are being replaced by either their neighboring values or the mean or the median of the whole column. After that, I am going to click the next button. Till this phase, we have got the pre-processed or filtered data. Now I am going to apply the classification on this pre-processed data. I have clicked on J48 button, that is, it will apply the decision tree. After applying the decision tree, it has shown me the accuracy of 73.52%. That means out of 306 instances, it has classified 225 instances as correctly and 81 instances as incorrectly. After that, kappa statistics shown. Kappa statistics basically tell us what exactly how better the algorithm has performed. Here we have shown some of the complexity factors and some of the error rates. And then here I have shown the confusion matrix. Confusion matrix basically basically denotes us the how many instances have are correctly and how many are incorrectly. That means the diagonal elements, the sum of diagonal elements of the confusion matrix shows that the correctly classified instances and the non-diagonal elements, some known as incorrectly classified instances. In case of J48, we have achieved 73% accuracy. Now I am going to demonstrate that project into NetBeans. What we need to do is, we just need to right click on the main file and then click to the run file button. After clicking to this, it will show you the interface. That will ask you for the dataset. For that, you just need to click on the browse dataset button. After that, you need to browse the dataset. In this case, you can use any dataset. As in this case, we are not specifying any application. We are basically analyzing the performance of neighbors and decision tree algorithm. That's why in this case, you can take any dataset. In this case, I have taken Haberman's dataset. The content of that dataset is shown in the dataset viewer window. After that, you just need to click on the next button in order to go to the pre-processing and filtering phase. In pre-processing and filtering, we just need to filter out the missing values and discretization problems and some data type problems. Like if we have numeric data, we just need to convert that numeric data into nominal data, etc. After the filter data, we just need to click on the next button. As I have specified in the flowchart also, the classification has been applied to the pre-process of filter data. Now the pre-process and filter data, on the pre-process and filter data, the data classification techniques are applied. Firstly, we will apply the decision tree algorithm. Decision tree algorithm basically gives us the accuracy 73.5%. Contributes, that means out of 306 instances, we have got 225 instances as correctly classified and 81 instances as incorrectly classified. After that, we have one parameter, that is kappa statistics, that denotes how better the algorithm performs. Its value basically is in between 0 to 1. After that, we have calculated some complexity measures and some error rates like root mean square error, mean absolute error, relative absolute error, etc. After that, we have the detailed class accuracy. Detailed class accuracy is basically the class detail parameters that includes your true positive rate, your false positive rate, your precision, recall, F measure. Basically, all these parameters like true positive, false positive, your correctly classified, incorrectly classified, all these parameters are basically calculated from the confusion matrix. Now, what exactly is this confusion matrix? The diagonal elements, the sum of diagonal elements of confusion matrix contributes to correctly classified instances, and the non-diagonal elements sum contributes to incorrectly classified. All these parameters, true, positive, false, positive, they all are calculated from this basically the confusion matrix. Now, decision tree, in case of decision tree, we have got the 73% accuracy. And now I am going to apply the naive-Bayes classification algorithm. After applying the naive-Bayes classification algorithm, I have got an accuracy of 76.1%. That means in the previous case, I have classified, or the decision tree has classified 225 instances out of 306 as correctly classified, and 81 instances in decision tree as in decision tree case is incorrectly classified, and in case of naive-Bayes we have 73 instances as incorrectly classified. All these things are calculated from the confusion matrix. In this case, or we can say that in case of Haberman's dataset, what we have analyzed is that the naive-Bayes algorithm performs better than the decision tree algorithm, as the accuracy of naive-Bayes is 76.1, that is, it has classified 233 instances as correctly, and in case of J48, it has classified 225 instances as incorrectly. That means in this case, the naive-Bayes algorithms performs better than the decision tree algorithm. Also, the accuracy of the classification algorithms vary in case of dataset. Like I have used the Haberman datasets, and in this case, I have got that the decision tree algorithm accuracy is less as compared to naive-Bayes. For some other algorithm, we can say that the decision tree algorithm is having the good accuracy in case of some other dataset. Both algorithms have their own properties or have their own specialities. Like naive-Bayes is having a very good classification result, as it performs very fast on a very large data set also. And in case of decision tree is taking a huge amount of, we can say that the large time in case we have a large data set. I hope you have understood the concept of both naive-Bayes and decision tree classification algorithms.